Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News.
Counterfeit cash has been showing up at businesses in 3 southern Kentucky communities. Investigators think the fake money in Laurel, Knox, and Whitley counties is the work of a group of people.
WKYT's Phil Pendleton is tracking the search for several persons of interest.
At first, police here in Laurel County say they thought that it may have just been one isolated incident. That happened Monday at the Ape Yard Market, but since then they've received a lot more complaints, and now police all over this part of Kentucky are investigating someone passing these fake $50 bills. Surveillance video shows this woman at the store on Kentucky 490. The clerk says the woman tried to buy some cigarettes, but when she handed over the 50, the clerk ran a marker test and discovered it wasn't real. The clerk says the woman yelled out she didn't know it was fake, but then ran out with the bill. And police say since that happened, they've heard of at least 3 other cases in the same area. Now the Laurel County Sheriff's Office, Corbin Police, and Kentucky State Police are looking into the complaints.
We think maybe a possibility of another female and 2 males, so a total of 4 people is what our investigation has led us to believe so far. And business owners say they are extremely cautious and they want to catch these bills before it's too late, because if they take the money to the bank keeps it and they are out that money. It's a loss for them. We're going to have a lot more coming up at 6 o'clock, but for now in Laurel County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Thank you, Phil. And coming up at 6 tonight, we'll give you some easy steps to tell if a bill is real or if it's a fake. The Fayette County Public School Board has started interviewing candidates for acting school superintendent. Today, the board talked to Dr. Carmen Coleman. Right now, she is the co-director of Next Generation Teacher and Leader Academy and a UK associate professor. Tomorrow, the school board will interview Dr. Marlene Helm. She served as interim Fayette County superintendent back in 2004. The third candidate, who will also be interviewed tomorrow, asked not to be identified right now. 2 Florida State students remain in the hospital this afternoon following an early morning shooting outside the campus library.
As police investigate, we are learning more about the gunman. Chris Van Cleve is tracking the latest developments.
Students gathered outside the Florida State University Library where a gunman opened fire just after midnight. Police say FSU alumnus Myron May wounded 3 people before police killed him in a shootout.
He was in a sense of crisis and he was searching for something.
Investigators say the 31-year-old lawyer had a journal and videos that revealed he was emotionally unstable, but they have no other motive.
We have not found any information at this time to indicate why he chose this morning to act, or why he chose the Schroeder Library.
Several students recorded the chaos. One showed a victim down on the ground waiting for help to arrive. In another, police with guns drawn enter a room full of students. Andy Martinez was in the library when the shots rang out.
Every student here thought it was a textbook getting thrown to the ground.
But students soon realized it was gunfire.
And I look behind him and there's blood on his pants. So you can already tell that that was definitely a gunshot. It was pretty scary.
Authorities say May used a semi-automatic handgun and reloaded at least once. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News.
Police say there were more than 300 students in the library when the shots rang out. 2 minutes went by from when police received the call until the shooting was over.
A fire left a family without their home and without most of their belongings.
The fire happened around 11 this morning on Hedgewood Court off Woodhill Drive in Lexington. As WKYT's Jordan Valline shows us, the fire was so intense it caused smoke damage to the neighbor's home as well.
Couches, tables, chairs, one family's possessions all burned and now discarded on their front lawn after an early afternoon fire swept through their home. It was just before 11 on this cold November morning.
The guy inside, which is my cousin, he was cooking.
When suddenly,
the smoke would start coming out from the vents.
And where there's smoke,
the house was on fire. It turned out it was my neighbor's house.
It's believed that the fire started in the dryer, although firefighters are still investigating what sparked it.
It was bad, like the neighbor's house, the outside, the vinyl siding was all melted.
Lexington firefighters estimate that the fire caused $20,000 worth of damage to the apartment building on Hedgewood Court. They also estimate that $7,000 of the owner's property was damaged. As for the neighbor's property,
they're not letting anybody in. I can't go in and check the damage if there's any to my house.
But there is still a silver lining in this dark situation.
Good thing that everyone was in school. Yeah, even the little kids that were visiting their grandma over there in Frankfurt.
Now, the folks who are living in this home did tell us that they are planning on staying with relatives. In Lexington, Jordan Valines, WKYT.
Lexington firefighters do not believe that today's fire was suspicious.
Demolition will begin on Monday on a building destroyed in a fire 3 months ago. Our county-by-county coverage begins in Lincoln County. The Board of Education and preschool burned in that fire back in August. The district hopes to start preschool classes on December 1st. And in Nelson County, a grand jury has indicted a man on hundreds of child pornography charges. Jeffrey Luganbill is charged with 542 counts to be exact. Bardstown police say they began investigating him after learning his IP address had viewed child pornography.
Well, you know it. Winter arrived early this season, bringing us snow and Arctic temperatures earlier this week. Is this a sign of what we can expect until spring arrives? We wrap up our winter weather week with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey's winter weather forecast. I feel like there should be a drum roll. Everybody's waiting.
You know what, though? Mother Nature's kind of taking a little of the suspense away. I mean, we started out with our first snows on Halloween this year, and we've had on and off snows for the month of November. But as you mentioned, everybody still wants to know a few questions. Look at some of the questions I always get around this time of year. How much snow are we going to get? Am I going to get some snow days this year? Or didn't you have enough last year? Will we finally get a big snow, and will it be as cold as last winter? Well, let us jump into it. Winter this year is off and running already, and I don't just look at what's going on now. We know it's cold and snowy across Kentucky now. I'm going to take you on a trip into the warmer waters of the Pacific. That is one of the first areas in making a seasonal forecast of any kind that I look at. The Pacific near the equator. That is the biggest body of water on the planet. It really drives the weather across the United States. We're seeing a weak El Nino that is developing. That means the waters near the equator are really beginning to warm right now. That is usually favorable for cold across the eastern part of the country. Now throw into the mix this big, expansive, warm water pool that is across the western, just off the west coast of the United States in North America and on up into the Gulf of Alaska. This same pool was around last winter. That promotes a big high pressure to nose up into Alaska. So at times that's going to keep Alaska warm like what we were seeing last week. That pushes the jet stream up here. What goes up there is going to come down across the eastern part of the country, and a lot of times that unleashes colder than normal temperatures. We've had this so far in November and on and off through the wintertime. I think this is going to be the pattern that really begins to dominate. Just how cold that air can get, well, a lot of it depends on how much snow cover we have. Look at the snow cover already across the country, and we're still seeing some snow on the ground in Kentucky. That snow cover goes all the way up. Most of Canada is covered up across the Arctic Circle. That's always covered this time of year. One thing I looked at, though, is into October and early November. On the other side of the world, you get into Eurasia. The snow cover here got off to a very fast start in October. The faster the start for that snow cover across the world into Russia and Eurasia often makes our winters colder around here because that pipeline has a lot of cold to tap over that refrigerated air that is coming across the North Pole out of Russia. Now, storm tracks around here. Storm track number 1, dipping in from the northwest. The bigger storm track we're going to see at least a couple of times this winter is one that can deliver some bigger snow. So overall, for the winter ahead of us, temperatures should average 1 to 3 degrees below normal. Normal is around 34, 35 degrees. It is January that, in relation to normal, should be the colder month. December, I think a lot of back and forth with our temperatures. Hey, kids, snowfall. Had a lot of it last year. I think we're going to have a lot of it this year. With a lot of clipper snows and an active southern jet streak, that gives us my bold prediction. An active southern jet meeting cold air may give us the first widespread double-digit snowstorm that we've had in Kentucky, at least our part of the world, since the infamous dusting of February 1998. So snowfall totals this winter should be the greatest in the far north and across the higher elevations of southeastern Kentucky. Generally 20 to 30 inches across most of central and eastern Kentucky. Lighter amounts the farther west and southwest that we go. But all of those numbers you see are above normal. And if you recall, Amber, last year the bold prediction was for Lexington to set a record low in the wintertime for the first time since 1996. We did that on 2 occasions. we will see if this bold prediction comes true this year.
I think I heard a large cheer from all the school kids and a collective groan from all of the staff and teachers.
I don't think this winter lingers as deep into late February and March as what we had this past year, though.
All right, strap in. It's going to be a long one, right, Chris? Thank you. Well, it is a serious situation. Roofs have started to collapse thanks to a massive snowfall in the Buffalo, New York area. 3 days of snow have dumped 6 feet in the region. Roofs have collapsed on mobile homes, carports, buildings, and even a warehouse. The damage is already into the millions. A total of 8 people have died as a result of the storm.
Back home, the Cats return to Rupp tomorrow. They're coming into the game having won their first 3 games of the regular season. WKYT's Rob Bromley's here with a preview and our Big Blue coverage. And, of course, that Kansas game, Rob, was just an awesome way to get this week going.
Oh, it really was, Sam. The Wildcats undefeated coming off their rout of Kansas, and they get right back in action tomorrow night against Boston University. John Calipari's talked about how he doesn't want his team to be too good too soon. Well, assistant John Robick stood in for Cal today, talked about the #1 team in the country beating Kansas by 32.
Obviously, we're happy where we are. We want to peak in February. And we're striving for that. These kids got to understand where we are right now and what they have to do individually and what we have to do as a team to keep coming together as a unit to perform.
I mean, we just have to keep working. We played really hard. A lot of their shots didn't fall and stuff like that. So, I mean, we know we still have a lot to improve, and it's just third game of the season really doesn't mean anything.
And next up for the #1 ranked Wildcats, Boston U. The Terriers and the Cats tip it off tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. You can see it on FSN. I'll be back with sports just a little before 6, and we'll get the Harrisons' take on this team's defense. Just incredible against the Kansas Jayhawks. Sam, Amber.
What a game. Thank you, Rob. The Cats have a busy weekend. They also get right back on the court Sunday against Montana State. An alert for parents, a popular company recalling nearly a dozen strollers.
Experts test minivans and crashes, and the results for some models were pretty scary. We'll have the findings in Better Living.
And she's known to some people as the Grinch, what this former restaurant owner did to end up in court on WKYT News at 5:30.